Yes, listeners, it's time for another interviewee on my show. I'm joined none other than a male vocalist songwriter Anthony Snape on my radio show. How's life treating you today? And where are you
Oh,
situated?
I'm in Australia right now, and life's treating me pretty well, actually. Yeah, it's been a beautiful sunny day here in Australia, and I can tell you that things are moving quite. It's been quite a relaxing day today.
Yes, that's lovely to hear. And your new single you have out, one of the reasons I got you on my latest show is called Grand Illusions. What's the message, or what does this song portray to the person that is actually listening to it?
Well, Grand Illusions is doing a few different things in the release schedule for this year. It's really the second solo song that I've released this year, and it's probably the one that is the most raw, and closest to my personal experience. The video is made up of a lot of photographs from my childhood, um, but it's an audio portrait, is what this song is. And the recording that you're hearing is actually the very first time that the song came together. So I had written it um, lyrically and had a few different melodic ideas in my head, and I just pressed record on the phone and played it straight from the lyric, and the song just flowed out. And the recording that you're hearing is that actual recording. I then took the recording and separated the vocal and the guitar and added just a little tiny bit of strings in towards the end just to lift a little bit and remixed it. But the performance itself was the very first time that that song was ever sung. And it tells a real story about me as a child growing up, and the way that music was presented to me, and what I thought about it. It says a lot about me as a singer and as a songwriter. Um, but my partner suggested, she's a visual artist, she's a painter, and we have a a competition, an art competition here, um, which is, it's called the Archibald Prize. It's a fairly prestigious art portrait competition. And so we thought we'd be a little bit cheeky and enter a visual representation that led people to this audio portrait. And in a world that is full of artists that are being reduced to their digital fingerprint, really, it was only fitting that the artwork was a painted QR code that led listeners and viewers of the painting to this audio portrait. So it's the song itself stands alone as a portrait and as a piece of history for me and my children. And the extended artwork is a comment on where we are as artists, as a collective, at this point in time, and some of the things that we might be facing.
Got it. And that was actually one of my questions about the QR code, but now you've explained it. That's well answered. I've listened to the song as well. It's a very heartfelt song. Um, you can tell that you're telling a story, or you're kind of like narrating the song in a way.
Absolutely, and on purpose, it is left really raw because there's so much AI production going around right now. It's almost in direct opposition of that, to try and get back to the absolute rawest, that moment when a piece of art is created, and that's what this song is. And it's not, it's not the kind of radio song that jumps out at you on the radio station, that that people pick up on, and that are well played, like a commercial hit or anything like that. but it's not supposed to be. These this next lot of songs that I'm releasing this year, I'm releasing a song every month, and it's part of a wider collection of songs that I've had written, that I'm either already produced or currently producing, that uh, underlines everything that I have to offer as an artist, that I've been, writing over the last 20 years.
Sure. I guess as an artist or a musical singer-songwriter, you have to keep on releasing music. And I guess
Yep.
your string of singles will lead to an anthology or an LP further down the line.
It'll be interesting to see how it rolls out. I am really interested to see how people interact with the music, because it's different when, like, I've got a patron group that have heard all of these pieces of music, and they all get rather frustrated that they're not out and available in the wide world. And so this is partly, following through on making sure that the music is out and available to a wider audience. But what happens usually is different audiences will react differently to songs, and sometimes in a surprising way, that will then inform the next steps. So there may well be songs that I release over the next, few months, and the next 12 months to 2 years, that will kind of shuffle together and lend themselves to, what, this needs to be a collection, this needs to be released as a whole piece.
And did you release an acoustic track called Won't Let You Down?
Yes.
That's doing really well for
Um,
itself.
yeah, so that was a piece that was written with a friend in LA, and that was well, one of quite a few pieces that I had signed over to film and TV, um, various different deals. That one has done really well, and it pops up everywhere, and um, it gets shazammed all the time in various different places, and it's always wonderful to know that at any point in time, there's someone listening to a piece of music that I've written and sung on. So it's a beautiful thing.
Putting you on the spot now, but how would you describe, like, say, your music or your songs in 3 words?
3 words:
Just, yeah, 3 words.
honest, melodic,
It's always a third one, isn't it?
euphoric, at least for me.
That's good. Melodic and euphoric. Yeah, they seem to go well with each other. And how was the experience of, because you featured on TV as well, Saturday Night Live and collaborating with Tommy Emmanuel? How was that for you?
Yeah, so I've toured all over the world with Tommy, as his opening artist, and I've also written a few songs with Tommy as well. Such an incredible artist. Being on Saturday Night Live, was they used some of the music that I had written. So I wasn't personally on the TV show. That would have been fun. And it's not, or it's still running. I'm not sure, but my music has been used in lots of different, situations, all over the world, and it's always great to hear. Quite often, I'll get a list of where my music has been played after the fact, so I can't even tee it up to watch it. But yeah, it's a wonderful thing. But working with Tommy Emmanuel was, and is, you know some of my favorite things to do. I recently was in the US, where Tommy invited me back to be the songwriter at his guitar camp in Nashville, and I got to work with over 200 odd attendees at his guitar camp, and we had an incredible time. And I got to unlock songwriting for quite a few of them that had never written before. And you get some amazing guitar players that are all there just to have a great time, and to chat about music. So I love hanging out with Tommy. He's an absolute legend.
Cool. And what would you just like to say to anyone who has listened to your music, giving you like feedback, bought your album?
To my fans that have bought my
Yes.
stuff, uh, you know, they know what I feel. My fans are everything. I'm an independent artist, and I've crowdfunded quite a few of my records. So a lot of my fan base have been a part of the songwriting process, knowing the songs from the very beginning, from when I, picked up a guitar and played it for them, right through to the production elements and all the pieces that go inside of it. So without the fan base, without the people that were passionate about the music, and without someone to present music to, it would be a very lonely space. So I'm forever grateful for you guys. Thank you so much for being a part of who I am as a songwriter and as an artist, and thank you for supporting the music. And get out there and support other artists and other independent artists as well, especially now, because we're on a little bit of a precipice of, the unknown going forward. So every single time that you support an independent artist, it makes a huge difference.
Well said, because in this industry, especially entertainment, it can be quite precarious. You never know what's going to happen.
That's right.
And where's best for people to follow you? Have you got an official website, social media, or a link
Absolutely. The
tree?
best place to go is anthonysnape.com and put your email address in there. That way I can connect with you directly. There's no other third-party websites involved. Just go to anthonysnape.com, put your email address in there, and I can let you know when exciting things come up.
Great. Well, I think that's everything I wanted to ask for you on today's show. Anthony Snape, thanks for your contribution. And may your musical trip be a continued success.
Thank you so much, Denny. Appreciate you.
And have a great day as well.
Thank you. Same to you.